Hey guys, what's going on? This is Real Estate Investor Next Door, Byron Scott, back with another video coming in here to help y'all with another video talking about the keys for beginner wholesalers doing deals. So, gonna discuss some things that I think is key or is vital to wholesalers actually doing deals. Um, right now and talk about some of the things that wholesalers may be doing that may be, stopping them from doing deals. So as you come in, let me know where you're from. Uh, who are you? So drop your name, drop where you're from in the comments. But yeah, just wanted to come and talk about some things that I see that beginner wholesalers are doing that may be stopping them from doing deals. Some things that you should definitely be doing in order to get deals. Like there's some things as a wholesaler, like you got to be doing this in order to get deals. If you ain't doing this, then that's why you're not getting deals. So, like I say, go ahead and drop your name, where you're from, in the comments, and we'll get this thing started. If you got questions, just go ahead and ask them. But I'll just go over and review like some of the things that I think that wholesalers should definitely be doing to get deals. What's up, Sharice? Always coming through, man. Appreciate you coming through. But man, I'll go ahead and get right into it. Some of the things. How many deals you done this month? I think we got like 7, maybe, that we're doing this month. So it's crazy, man. The summer is coming. You can feel it. And there's going to be more and more deals out there to be done. Let me see. Trying to make sure I'm connected right here. Make sure can y'all hear me good? Trying to make sure my audio good. Make sure everybody can hear me good. Let me know if y'all can hear me. What's up? Gonna tell y'all how you can get going with your deals, how you can start wholesaling, or what you're doing that may be holding you back. So I would say the number one thing most wholesalers are not doing, most beginner wholesalers are doing is holding them back is they're not spending the money that they need to on software and skip tracing. Those are the main two things. Like you have to spend money on software and skip tracing. Like when I first started out, I didn't want to hear that. Like I did want to hear that I needed to spend money on software and skip tracing. Like I didn't want to hear that at all. Uh, so like I didn't want to hear that at all. Like I didn't want to spend money on software and skip tracing. I wanted to try this wholesaling thing, and that's what most people are doing. It's like it's something that they just trying out, and most people ain't got room within their budget to be, going out on a limb, just trying stuff, spending the money that need to be spent on just a try. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's like, you have to look at wholesaling as more than just a try. This ain't something you just trying. This is a legit business, and it's like, dude, it's like if you was trying to build $1 million business, how much money do you think you would need to put into it at the beginning? You know what I'm saying? If you was gonna build $1 million business, like you're gonna build a business that making $1 million a year, right? Do you think you can only spend $200 a month to get it kicked off? Like you got to be willing to put in the money. You got to be willing to put in the money up front, right? And I'm not saying you got to have thousands and thousands of dollars to put in, but you do need to have a couple of $100. Yeah, the gurus will tell you, man, that you could do this with you really don't need any money. Like it's not required. I would say that money is not required. Like it's not a requirement. Like you ain't gonna never get nothing done if you don't have money. It's not like required, but you do need some money in order to do what the professionals are doing. That's the thing. Like these people are professionals. Like they are doing deals. If I'm saying professional is somebody who is consistently doing deals. So if you want what the professionals are getting, they're showing you these checks. If you want the professional results, You got to do what the professionals are doing. The professionals are spending money, right? They talking about, oh, I made 40K in 40 days. Yeah, but you spending money to get that, or you have spent money to get where you at, you know. So, and you always see these like, some, oh, I got my first deal. I only spent, I didn't spend no money. I got my first deal. Yeah, you may have done that, but you ain't gonna keep getting deals that way. So, and that's the goal, man. It's not to get one deal. Like, whose goal is to get one deal and never make no more money? It's like you want to be consistently doing deals, and you want to be consistently doing deals, then you got to do what the pros do. And the pros spend money on marketing. That's just the way it is. The pros spend money on marketing. How many deals you done this year? Exactly. Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I don't keep up with how many deals I've done. I just thought about like how many deals did I do in 2021. I went back and counted. It's like I think I did about 60 deals in 2021. It was like 60 something deals in 2021. But this year, I think, I don't know, man. The early months, I can tell you right now, I always start off slow. I think I may have done maybe 10, maybe. I've had some monster deals and I've had some smaller deals. Like in January, I had a deal that closed that was like 120 something, right? So I've had monster deals and I've had smaller deals, but it all work out, man. Like I've had monster months. Like I had, closed a deal for 120 something K right there in January, but I had months where I only did 30K, only 30K. It's like, it's crazy, man. But anyways, yeah, consistency is key, but you got to be consistently doing the right things, right? You got to be consistently doing the right things. So Anthony said consistency is key, but you got to be consistently doing the right things. I mean, you got to be consistently marketing, right? Which in order to consistently market, you got to be consistently spending money in your marketing, right? You got to be consistently spending money in your marketing. You're either going to spend money or you about to spend a lot of time trying to get in front of people, right? Maybe you can go knock on people's doors, but that's going to be a lot of time. But that's another thing people don't realize. It's like you got to leverage this software in order to reach a massive amount of people. You have to use the software in order to reach a massive amount of people. People underestimate how many people are reached out to. It's like, okay, I'll tell y'all what I do, but I'm reaching out to a massive amount of people. Like I'm reaching out to 10,000 people every day. 10,000 people every day. So in a week, I'm reaching out to 50,000 people. And I'm trying to do more than that. Like that ain't enough. Like that's not enough people to be reaching out to. 50,000 people a week, and that's not enough. I need to be doing more than that, right? So that's the thing, man. If you're reaching out to 500 people, if you're reaching out to 500 people a day, and so you may be reaching out to 2,500 people a week. I'm reaching out to 50,000 people, right? So, and that's the key to wholesaling. It's like if you want to do more deals, you got to reach out to more people. That's the key, man. Keith Everett said it as 2-day transformation. The difference between me and him is that he skip traced more people, right? He has skip traced more people. He's reached out to more people than me. That's the difference between me and him. So what do? I go back and I just start skip tracing like I'm pulling everybody. I'm skip tracing like crazy. I was just talking to one of my guys, the guy came from Afghanistan. I told y'all about, did a show with him. You want to go check out a video? It's on YouTube. But I was like, dude, we got 1 million leads that we pull. 1 million. It's like, dude, 1 million leads pulled. 1 million. And I know the big timers got to be way beyond that. It's crazy. 1 million leads pulled. And most people think they're supposed to get a deal and they ain't even skip trace 10,000 people. Right? It's like, you think you're going to get a deal and you ain't skip trace 10,000 people. I done pulled 1 million people. Right? and you think you're supposed to be getting deals. It's like, dude, you just got to spend some money to get things kicked off. That's just the way it is. And like I tell people, the obstacle is the way. So it's like, if it's money that you need to spend, then go get more money. Go get more money. And somebody told you, hey, look, you can have a business that's making you 6 figures a year, but you need to start spending $500 a month in order to get that kicked off. Can you figure out how to get the $500 a month? Can you figure out how to get $500 a month to kick off your 6-figure business? Can you do that? Right? Some people would say, I can't. It's the people who would dare to try to do that is the ones that's actually successful, right? Most, like I said, most people ain't gonna do it. Most people are not gonna do it, man. That's why if you actually do it, you're gonna find success. It's like people look at us like, oh, I'm successful. You actually did it. It's like, dude, you actually did it. You actually do it, you'll be successful, man. That's the key. Doing is the key to success. Doing is the key to success. It's that simple. So somebody said, do you spend a lot of time on new buyers at this point, or you already have buyers that work with you now? I think you got to do both, man. I think you got to constantly be finding buyers, and I think you got to be constantly building a relationship with the buyers that you have now. You got to constantly try to stay on the same wavelength with the buyers that you have now. And the closer you get to them, the more comfortable they are with you, and the more you'll be able to fit them within your system. What's up, Sean? How you doing? So yeah, the more comfortable you are with them, the more you'll be able to fit them into your system, and they'll understand how you work, and you'll understand more how they work. And the better that communication is, the better it's gonna be. So yeah, you want to spend time with your buyers that you have now, but you always want to be looking for more buyers, right? Because but if you're looking for, because like I always say, it's like you meet one right buyer, and you may be able to sell them $100K worth of real estate, in fees in 1 year. So I'm always looking for an extra $100K. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm always looking for an extra $100K. So I'm always looking for buyers. So any advice on someone who's stuck in procrastination? I've done countless hours of watching videos, understanding this business, but I've yet to make consistent back-to-back phone calls. That's the key, man. Like I told you, it's like, one, you need to get software. Spend money, go get $1. Spend money and go get $1, and commit to get on that dollar for a certain time, whenever it is. You know what I'm saying? I would say, if you're like, dude, I spent, hold on. Dude, I tell people, it's like, I was thinking about trying to get into wholesale in 2012. I didn't get my first deal until 2020, right? I spent 8 years just trying to figure out what I want to do, trying to get into real estate, right? But I didn't take any action for 8 years. Right? For 8 years. And I took action in 2020. And in my first year, 6 figures in real estate. Right? My first full year, I almost made $1 million in real estate. So it's like, dude, you procrastinate because you don't think that you can do it. That's the thing, man. You really don't think that you can do it. Don't think that you can do it, but you can. That's the secret. You can. But the key to actually doing it is actually doing it. That's the craziest thing, man. The key to doing deals is actually doing the stuff it takes to get deals. Consistently marketing, finding buyers, building a relationship with buyers, right? Making offers, getting offers from your buyers, right? Those things is what will make you successful, but you have to actually do it, right? you got to believe that you can do it, right? For most people, it takes them getting back all the way up to the wall in order to take action and actually believe that they can do it, right? As long as you're comfortable, most times you ain't gonna take that chance. Long as you're comfortable, most times you're not gonna take that chance. But when your back is against the wall, when you feel like this is something that you just have to do, then you'll take that chance and you'll go do it and you'll believe in yourself. So the key is believing in yourself. That's why I'm so big on personal development. That's why y'all see me drop videos and it ain't got nothing to do with real estate. It's all about becoming a better version of yourself. Because if you can become a better version of yourself, you'll have more confidence, you will believe in yourself, and you'll understand all the intangibles, the mindset it takes to actually get this done, right? You'll understand the mindset that it takes to actually get this done. That's why I think personal development, along with learning, is rocket fuel, right? If you can grow as a person, develop as a person, become a better person, and you got this knowledge, it's rocket fuel, right? Your personal development will lead you to have confidence and to take action, right? Your personal development will lead you to have confidence in taking action. So I would dare you to go out there and start reading books, grow as a person, grow with your confidence, just grow as a person. And when you grow as a person, you will feel better about taking action, right? Read a book, not how Elrod. Ryan Holiday, Courage is Calling, man. Real good book. Go pick that up. I guarantee you it'll help you out to take action, stop procrastinating. Let me see what we got on IG right here. Try to answer some of these questions. Why you broke enough, you will. Yeah. When you broke enough, you will. When you back against the wall, man. When you broke enough, you'll take action. Right, 10K a day. How do you manage all those leads? Your lead manager's following up with them. Yeah, no doubt, man. I got a team, so I got two basically people that work with me. It's like acquisition managers, and then I have three VAs, right? I have a lead manager, and then I have two other VAs that also work with me, calling people and texting people, stuff like that. So, yeah, man, we manage all the leads, and we stay on it, man. It's like it's a grind, man, but you got to be willing to do it. And the thing is, those cold leads, it's automated. Like a lot of stuff is automated, right? We mainly dealing with hot leads. We mainly dealing with the hot leads. So someone on IG said, what was the name of the book that you suggested? Courage is Calling. Courage is Calling is a book by Courage is Calling is a book by Ryan Holiday. It has nothing to do with real estate, but it has everything to do with personal development. Just saying courage is calling. That thing that you want to do, go out and do it, right? Whatever you want to do it today. Do it today. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, man. So go out and do what you want to do today. That's basically what he's saying. And goes through history and talk about different people who actually took action, who actually had courage, who actually stood up when it was tough, who actually did some tough things in tough times. And if they didn't do that, then they wouldn't be the great person that they are, right? If you don't have the courage to do the tough things in tough times, you will never become who you're supposed to become. Because whoever you're supposed to become is going to take courage to do it, right? You're not going to sit back in comfort and sit back and not take no risks and sit back and never stand up and do anything that's hard and become who you're supposed to become or become the best version of yourself. You're never going to become the best version of yourself by sitting back and being comfortable and never taking risks and never doing things that are challenging. You have to do things that are challenging. You have to do things that are tough. You have to be willing to take action in order to become the best version of yourself, right? And that's what Courage is Calling talks about. So going back to YouTube, hit the like button, this man. Yeah, hit the like button, man. Sharice, man, I appreciate all my people who are always coming through on the videos, always commenting, always liking, man. I appreciate it all. But yeah, man, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, share my stuff, man. I'm on a mission, man. I'm on a mission to help people. You know, I know where I came from. I know that I was in a 9 to 5. Not that I hated my job, but I just wanted more, man. And there's people out there who deserve more, they want more, and they deserve more. So share the stuff, I'm out here trying to help other people, so just share. So you want more, it's all about reps. Yep, it's all about reps, man. It's like I've dropped a video about taking action, and it's like you have to work out your take action muscle. Like taking action is a muscle, man. Like you have to work it out, So take a little action, like take little actions, because that take action step is just a little muscle that you have to work. Every time something is hard, take a little action, right? Because the compound effects, that jump will stack up. The compound effects stack up. So just take a little action, but you have to take action. You have to take consistent action, right? You have to do it. So if anybody's interested in working together and splitting the profits, Wolfcat on YouTube is interested in working with people, man. That's how I started out, man. Working with other people. It's a great way to start out. So I'm finally finding buyers who actually tell me exactly what they're looking for. At first, they were just saying, send me whatever you got. Yeah, when they say send you whatever you got, just probe. Just keep asking questions. Like, no, what's the perfect property? I don't want to send you stuff that you're not going to buy. Just tell them exactly what you do. It's like, hey, look, I get the criteria of all my buyers, and I only send them the things that they want, right? The things that they will actually buy. So I need to know how many bedrooms and bathrooms would be perfect for you, right? How big would you like the property to be if it was a perfect situation? Give me something recent that you've done, right? I just tell them what you're doing. This is your business, man. In my business, I get the criteria of my buyers, so I know exactly what to send to them. So I'm not sending them stuff that they don't even want, right? So yeah, that's what I tell them, man. Tell them how your business work. So I'm willing to find deals, and I'll leave it up to you to close. Just want to let these deals go through. Yeah, no doubt, man. If anybody want to JV with me, I'll drop my email below where you can send them. And I'm willing to work with anybody, So yeah, man, let's do it. So man, we need a meetup in Charlotte, man. We need a meetup in Charlotte, man. Bring ATL to the Queen City. Man, y'all already got some killers up there in Charlotte, man. Y'all got Maxwell be coming through. Duru. The Duru be coming through. Strange story, man. I met the Duru in 2019, man. I didn't even really know what wholesaling was, and I didn't know who he was. I met him at the Bigger Pockets conference in Nashville, and I was talking to this guy. I was like, who is this guy, man? Like, who is he? He was talking to me like he was the guy, but I was like, man, this guy don't even know what he talking about. But come to find out, he knew exactly what he was talking about, and I was freaking clueless. So yeah, man, I could have really came up. I could have connected with him because he was sitting there trying to talk to me, and I really should have, but just not knowing, man. I missed a big chance right there, man. I really feel like, there was a big chance there for me to connect with him, and I didn't even know who he was. So that's the thing, man. Just trying to stay in this real estate game, stay relevant, and know the people in the game, man. This is another big thing, So how do you deal with homes? So how do you deal with homes that have liens or still on a loan? It doesn't matter if they have liens or a loan on them. You can still wholesale them. And they just can't exceed the amount you wholesaling it for. So let's say they got liens and a loan and all of it add up to $100,000. Okay, you can still wholesale it for 110. Now the seller won't get nothing, but I'm just saying, they can sell it to you for what they owe on it, right? And if they sell it to you for any more than what they owe on it, then that's their profit. And then you can sell it to somebody else for more than what they're selling it to you for. So yeah, you can still wholesale it, man. So can you give us a breakdown of the system you run and business with the daily? So I would say my VAs come in and run everything basically, man. They do all the calls, they do all the texting. So I use call tools to call. I use launch control to text. But my VAs come in and they jump right into it, man. Like the leads are uploaded. Like I upload the leads. My VAs can upload the leads. My VAs basically have uploaded all the leads into the platforms, right? So it's like it's ready, it's already ready. So my VAs come in and they just jump in and start calling. Or my VAs come in, they jump in and start texting people. And they're just sending out texts. Bam, bam, bam. That's it. And then people start like text messages start coming back, and then we have a set of quick replies that say, hey, if they say this, you say that. If they say this, you say that. If they say this, you say that. It's automated, so they're going through and just replying to those texts, right? And then if they call and if somebody's interested, they push them to Podio. And my lead manager, she manages the Podio. So if anybody come in the Podio, she checking the notes, see what's going on with them, and following up with them, giving them a call back, right? So that's how that works. And then if we have like a hot lead or something, one of my acquisition managers or me will get on the phone with them and talk to them about what we can offer them. But if somebody's interested on the phone or through text, the VAs go ahead and dispo it. That means they send it out to our buyers, right? Mostly through email. They send it out to the buyers, and if we feel good about it, we kind of know what our buyers would buy that, right? And we try to anchor low. If they don't give us a number, like if they say, hey, this number, and we know it's gonna work, then we go ahead and lock it up. Because at this point, I'm buying properties, right? At this point, like I got property now that I'm gonna buy it, like because I feel good that I can turn around and sell it. I'm gonna buy it because they need to sell quick, like they want to close ASAP. Okay, so I'm gonna buy it, and I know I can sell it to somebody else, right? I already know it. So, but what I'll do is I'll get one or two of my buyers to go in and view the property and see if they interested. And if they interested, or like let's say if something come up what they don't want to buy, it's like, nah, the foundation is bad, then I'll back out, right? Because I know if that buyer is saying that, if that buyer is throwing up a crazy red flag, then it's probably gonna be a dangerous situation for me. But if I got two buyers that feel good about it, then I'll go ahead and buy it, and then I'll figure out what's the best solution to get it sold after that. So that's kind of what we do every day, man, on all our deals. So what's up, Cass? How you doing, man? So still using prop screen? Yep, still using prop screen, man. Prop screen still working for me. Pulling leads, skip tracing, getting it done, man. That's all I do. So how do you figure out the ARV of a property in a neighborhood full of dilapidated properties? Oh man. So the buyers are buying but finding a property that's been flipped. Yeah, sometimes it's hard, man. Sometimes it's hard. But if it's hard to find a comp, it's probably not good. It's probably not good if you can't find a comp, right? That's why I try to stay in neighborhoods, try to find, or I try to search for properties that's comparable, right? That means it's easy to comp. I guess I may have created that word, but anyway, so what I would do in that case is, got to have a number of bedrooms, number of baths, and it got to have a square footage. So I would just look around for something that's been fixed up, or anything that has similar square footage, bedrooms and bathrooms, and just see the conditions of it, right? But most times, man, I'm not even looking too hard at ARV.
I'm sending it to the buyers and just saying, hey, this much. I'm looking at the cash sales on prop screen and kind of going off that, and then send it to my cash buyer and say this much. I'm gauging off the cash buyers. I'm kind of filling them out to see what they think, and then going off that. You know what I'm saying? So and if you build a relationship with your cash buyer, they'll let you know quick, like, nah, that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll come back and say, hey, yeah, this is what we can do. So Cherie said, can I use the sale price of a messed up property that's sold? Yeah, I mean, I would do that, but I would kind of adjust in my mind. I would adjust for the conditions, right? I would adjust for the conditions. So yeah, that's definitely what I would do, man. But like I said, I don't focus too hard on the ARV because like the buyers really, they're looking at it and it's whatever they think that ARV is. It's whatever they think that they can sell that property for. You know what I'm saying? Or it's whatever they think that they can rent that property for. It's really going to be up to them, right? That's why I like to send it to them and let them be more of a decision maker on that, right? So JB has said the 9 to 5 coming to an end soon, right? Yeah, the 9 to 5 is coming to an end soon. I got this week and I got next week, and then that's the end of the school year, man. 2 more weeks of teaching, and I think it's gonna be over. My last official day is June 1st. You got to teach your work days. But yeah, man, it's all coming to an end. Gonna be officially full time up in this thing and trying to turn it up, right? Trying to turn it up. So, how many calls between you and the seller does it take until you get a contract signed? What I've been trying to do, and I got this from Sean Terry, is trying really to, like, let's say somebody, like when somebody's interested in selling at a certain price, it's like, hey, do you have time to talk with one of our purchase specialists to discuss the offer and to sign, right? So when I get them on the phone to discuss the offer, it's like we're reviewing the offer and you're signing right there on the phone, right? I've done that like a few times. I got a couple of people under contract like that. Like we're reviewing the offer on the phone right now and we're signing right now. Right. So yeah, man, that's what I'm doing now. It's working. I try to do that as much as I can. But I made a video about, I was trying to do that with one dude and he was like, I got to talk to my sister-in-law. She's in real estate. Da, 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 da. I was like, oh my God, goodness. But update on that though. Update on the guy whose sister-in-law is in real estate is he hit me back, said that he still want to do the deal, but he's like in the process of relocating, but he's still interested. So still following up with him, man. Like I'm following up with him tomorrow, gonna see, what we can get done on that end. So let's see. Somebody said, enjoy seeing your progress. Appreciate that, JP, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I'm just out here now at this point, just making videos, trying to help people out. And in my transition from teaching high school, like I want to teach people about what I do here, help people get out of whatever they want to get out of. But I see like the main thing is personal development. It's like, and I know it's hard to think that way when you're like, man, I'm just trying to get a deal. But your personal development is going to lead you. Like, you cannot remain the same person and think you're going to run a 6-figure, 7-figure business. You're going to change. Mentally, you need some things to be added to your mental toolbox, right? Mentally, you need some things taken out of your mental toolbox in order to get you to that level to be a 6-figure earner, 7-figure earner. That's personal development, man. People wonder why I can't. And I wonder sometimes why people can't do this and that. It's because personal development. I underestimate the growth that I experience in those 8 years trying to get ready to get into real estate, or in 8 years just trying to get in real estate, you underestimate the growth from just developing, reading books, getting around the right people, getting rid of some stuff, listening to all these podcasts, and just growing. You underestimate that, man. And I think that's a big key to getting to that level, man. So I'm going to be heavy on personal development and heavy on teaching people what I do. So those two things going to be big. So what things added to your mental change, books, videos? I would say one thing, the Bigger Pockets podcast, when they start doing more like about books, non-real estate stuff, that helped me a lot. Like when the Bigger Pockets start doing that, that's when I start realizing that, dang, it is like it's a mental thing. And I start hearing about books, right? And I started reading the books, like The One Thing, Deep Work by Cal Newport. I started listening to Ryan Holiday books. I started doing the Hal Elrod, Miracle Morning, right? Started doing that stuff. So it's all those things, man, that really put you on that next level. And it's things that you hear in those books. Yeah, E.T. Yeah, Eric Thomas is another one. I was about to say that, but I give props to Bigger Pockets first. Then I give props to Eric Thomas. That was big with me. Eric Thomas, with just the motivation and the personal development side of that, just growing as a person, but Eric Thomas more that take action, that you is big. Made a video about that. It's like you owe it to yourself, man. Like there's a lot of people out here that's trying to do this, and it's like you letting certain things hold you back, but you owe it to yourself not to let the stuff hold you back, man. Like you owe it to yourself to try. You owe it to yourself to put that money into it. You owe it to yourself to go get prop screen in the link below, right? You owe it to yourself, man, to nobody else but you to go out there and try. It's like I owed it to me, right? I owed it to me. I owed it to the people that I love, the people that I cared about. Like I'm able to take care of them and do things for them that I wasn't able to do before. It's all because I owe it to myself to go and take action, man, to be the person that you're supposed to be the person that you want to be the best version of yourself. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself, right? And doing whatever it takes to be the best version of yourself, whether that's reading books, whether that's listening to podcasts, whether that's doing whatever you got to do to become the best version of yourself. You owe it to yourself to just go out there and just do that, man. And it's not going to be easy, but you owe it to yourself to do it. Become the best version of you. You owe you that much. You get one chance. And that's what Brian Holiday always talk about, memento mori. Like, remember, you must die. It's like, you're going to die, man. You got one shot at this. You owe it to yourself to give it your all. You owe it to yourself to go and do that thing that you want to do. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself today, right? Whatever you want to do it today. That's what you owe yourself, man. You owe it to you. And that's what I thought, man. That's the thing. It's like, to nobody else. Bump what everybody else is saying. Bump what everybody else is talking about. Bump what everybody else thinks or will think, right? You owe it to yourself to go out there and do and become the best version of yourself, period. What's going on? Just fine, man. What's up, man? Yeah, no doubt, man. It's like, it's crazy. So, but yeah, I would say Bigger Pockets. I would say Eric Thomas. And then there's a laundry list of books that I could go through. I told y'all about Curtis Calling earlier. Ryan Holiday himself. You ain't following Ryan Holiday on IG or whatever. Go follow Ryan Holiday. you know, he always coming with the heat on some mental stuff. But yeah, just like, you know, all around holiday books, you know, ego is the enemy, courage is calling, the obstacle is the way was a big book for me, right? Because every time that you think that you want to do something, you think about obstacles, right? But whatever stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle is the way. You got to go and take on the obstacle, right? You got to be willing to go straight at the obstacle and take it on to get to where you want to be, right? You cannot let the obstacle stand in the way and you just keep saying, oh, I can't do this because of this. Oh, I can't do that because of this. It's like you ain't becoming the best version of yourself. You're not. You are not becoming the best version of yourself because you continue to let obstacles define you, right? Don't let the obstacles define who you're going to be. You cannot let obstacles define who you're going to be. You got to go out there and take on the obstacles and become who you really want to become. Most people are not who they want to be, right? Most people are settling for what makes them feel comfortable. And that's just not the way to live, man. Like I said, it's definitely not the way to go out, you know. So yeah, The Oscars Away was a big book for me, man. Another book that was big for me was The Wealthy Gardener. And I talk about that a lot. You know, The Wealthy Gardener, I'm rereading it right now. It just has so many tips and good stuff in it. And somebody mentioned this book to me and I'm reading right now. I think it's God dang, I ain't got my phone. But I forgot what the book is. I think it's I don't know. I'll think about it in a second. But yeah, The Wealthy Gardener was another big book for me, man. The Power of Moments. I read that recently. It was a big book. Hold on. Willpower is not enough, or willpower doesn't work. Willpower doesn't work. Another good one for me. Because willpower doesn't work. That's so true, man. Like willpower doesn't work. So, you know, you got to put yourself in an environment to do this. And I think that's what happened to me, man. It's like I surrounded myself because I was reading so many books, listening to so many podcasts. Like I was surrounding myself with that energy, right? With that energy, right? And it became easier for me to take action and fall right into where I need to be because I was surrounding myself with it. And that's what I look forward to, like getting out of teaching, surrounding myself with people that are, you know, in putting myself in the environment of where I'm trying to go, right? And that's in personal development, that's with entrepreneurship, right? And just trying to impact other people, man. Let them know, hey, look, you know, you can grow, right? You can get better, you can grow, you can develop. Doesn't matter where you at right now, right? It doesn't matter where you at right now. Like, dude, you know, 2 years ago, I was just a regular teacher making regular teacher money, just going to work every day, doing regular stuff, right? And now I run a 7-figure real estate business. Like, you know, it doesn't matter where you at right now, dude. It doesn't matter your level of development. It doesn't matter. Like in 2019, I didn't know who the real estate guru was. I didn't know nothing about wholesale, nothing. In 2019, that's 3 years ago. I knew nothing. So think about this. If you where you at now, you watching this video, 3 years from now, imagine yourself running a 7-figure real estate business. You know, just saying, you can do that, man. It doesn't matter where you at right now. I knew nothing about it 3 years ago. It doesn't matter where you at right now, man. You just got to keep grinding, keep putting in work, keep taking small steps. And the compound effects, and that's another good book, The Compound Effect. The compound effect of all of it is going to add up, right? You just got to keep going. You just got to keep pushing. You got to keep doing the things that you know you're supposed to do, right? Which is educate yourself, one. You got to keep educating yourself. Two, you got to become obsessed with it. Like you got to be willing to go all in with it, right? Shout out to my all in guys over there. They just hosted an event. It's pretty cool. But you got to be willing to go all in with it, man. You got to be willing to get better. You got to be willing to go all in, you know. And when we talk about going all in, you got to be willing to spend that money to get started, man. All these people out here talking about, you know, uh, this and that. You ain't got to spend money. You ain't got to do this. If you really trying to be about it, you need to spend a little money, right? You're gonna spend a little money. You're gonna spend a lot of time, right? You're gonna spend a little money, or you're gonna spend a lot of time. One or the other. But you need to spend a little money, get the software, skip trace the people right, do it the right way. However you want to do it. Even if you want to do mailers, follow somebody who's doing it right, who's crushing it, and do it the right way, right? That's what I would say. But yeah, man, just the personal development side is just ridiculous, man. The growth on that end, is more important than anything. I just feel like you become like I said, you're not gonna remain the same. So, wherever you at now, wherever you're trying to get to, you're not gonna be the same person, and you gotta want that, right? You can't be like, I'm just me. A lot of people want to be just me, right? You cannot be just me. Just me ain't running no 6-figure, 7-figure business. Just me ain't doing that, right? You got to be willing to be more than just me, because your mama and them need you to be more than just you, right? Your spouse needs you to be more than just you. Your kids need you to be more than just you. They need you to be the best version of you. Right? They need you to be the best version of you. And that's what's going to give them what they need and allow them to be a better version of themselves. So that's what I would say, man. It's like you can't settle for just being you, right? You got to go out there and be better than that, right? Be better than that. So yeah, man, I think I've been on here for 40 some minutes, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. If you can share this out, I always want to share, because there's people what's up, Kodak? There's people that I'm trying to reach, trying to grow, trying to let people know, what's going on. Like I keep telling y'all, like, dude, regular joker, no more skills than the next guy, right? I don't know anything about technology. I don't know anything. I didn't know more than the next guy. I'm no better than the next guy. I'm just a regular joke out here. And I went from being regular, working my regular little job, 9 to 5, to running 7-figure wholesale business, right? So I'm just saying, man, you could do it too. And I'm just here to show you, it's like regular people can go out here and change and develop and grow, even after they've been doing the same thing for a decade plus, right? I was doing the same thing for a decade plus. I was in the same thing for a decade plus and said, whoop, I'm finna go this way. Right? It's like doing the same thing for a decade plus and being able to change directions, right? Like, dude, I didn't have to. I could have just set it up and just kept going in that same direction. I could have set it up and said, hey, I'm good. I'm eating. I'm good. I'm eating at Chick-fil-A. I'm able to get, the stuff that I want, the stuff that I need. I don't have to do this, right? But you look around, man, you see a lot of y'all need to cash your parents out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of y'all need to cash your parents out. You ain't thinking down the line. You ain't thinking what mama them gonna need down the line. You ain't thinking what your kids gonna need down the line. You ain't thinking what your spouse may need down the line. You ain't thinking about that. Like, dude, they need you to become more than what you are, right? They need you to keep striving to become better. I want to become the absolute best version of me, because I don't know what version of me is going to be needed. But I know if I just continue to grow and get better, I'm going to be that guy, right? I'm going to be that guy that people need, right? And the only way to do that is to get better at all areas, to continue to try to grow. It's like I'm nowhere near where I want to be. What's up, Mark? I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but the continual growth, right? It's not about where you at. I said that earlier. It's like, it's not about where you at, man. It's the continual growth. It's the pursuit, right? And you got to fall in love with that process, that pursuit, that process. And that's another thing. Even with wholesaling, it's like you got to fall in love with the process. You can't fall in love with the checks. You got to fall in love with the process of wholesaling. You got to fall in love with what it takes to get there, right? Fall in love with the process. That is the thing, right? What's up, woman of steel? You got to fall in love with the process, man. If you love the process and just commit to the process, the results going to take care of themselves, man. The results are the results, right? Results are up and down. Results are always up and down. And anything you do, results are up and down. But the process, your process, the pursuit of getting better all the time, that pursuit is the same, man. The pursuit is every day. 24 hours, you get to wake up and pursue, right? Every 24 hours, you get to wake up and pursue getting better. You get to wake up every 24 hours and pursue getting better, becoming a better person, right? Becoming the best version of you. Every 24 hours, you get to wake up and pursue, right? And that's the thing. You got to be in the pursuit of getting better to get where you want to be. And the best way of understanding that is reading books, listening to podcasts, right? Going and getting around people that you look and say, I want to get there, right? You say, I want to get there. Well, get around those people, right? Go get rid of the people that's on your freaking IG that they ain't trying to get what you trying to get. Get them off your daggum feed, right? Put people in your feed that's where you trying to get, right? And it's like, dang, I need to get what, I'm trying to get what they trying to get, right? Get the people out of your way that ain't doing that. And focus, man. Focus. So the journey is more important than the destination. No doubt, man. The journey is so much more important than the destination, man. It's the journey that makes you, right? It's the journey that makes you who you are. And that's the same thing with me. Like my journey to becoming a millionaire real estate investor, which is documented right here on YouTube, is what makes me who I am right now. It's not the result. It's like people look at me and say, oh, you do this, you do that. I don't even think about that stuff, man. I'm more in love. That's why I'm more in love with the process it took me to get there, right? The development, the personal development that it took me to get there. And that's why I tell people that is the most important thing. That development is the most important thing. You're not going to remain the same. You're going to need to develop. You're going to need to grow. You're going to need to become a better person in order to get to the destination of where you want to get to. You have to commit to becoming a better version of yourself, the best version of yourself, right? And that start every day, one day at a time, fighting a consistent fight with yourself to stay disciplined toward what you want to be, right? That's the key. No doubt, man. You spitting facts, boss. No doubt, man. It's like that's the way it is, man. A lot of people fall into just being comfortable. People just want to be comfortable. It's like they just want to be comfortable, regardless of the results. They just want to be comfortable. That's all they want to be, is just be comfortable. It's like, I can sit back here and just be comfortable. I don't care about the results. Really, you're neglecting yourself and what you want because you don't want to feel any discomfort. Right? You're neglecting yourself and what you want because you don't want to feel any discomfort. You don't want to feel any struggle, right? First sign of struggle, you bailing out. First sign of discomfort, you bailing out. It's like, dude, I dare you to go feel some discomfort. I dare you to not stop. I dare you to keep going. I dare you to take that risk. I dare you to go out there and do that thing that you really always wanted to do. Because like I said, man, you get one shot. It's like, you got to be willing to go out there and do it. It's like, why am I not where I want to be? Because you don't take the risk. You ain't getting out of your comfort zone. You sitting there relaxing when you got 24 hours to go out here and take some kind of action toward what you really want to be. And like I said, you ain't got to be big action. The small actions, they all add up. That's the truth of the matter, man. The small actions all add up, man. But anyways, man, stop preaching to y'all, man. And, I'm finna get out of here, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure you like, share. If you haven't already, go to my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go tell some people about me. Share my stuff. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna have a meetup in June. The meetup in June. I'll let y'all know when it's gonna be. It's gonna be in ATL, like always. But I'll tell y'all about the meetup in June. We're gonna do it again, bringing a lot of value to the people that show up. You show up, I'm gonna give you some super opportunities to work with me. You know, and I'm gonna teach how to wholesale real estate, man. It's like I'm no guru. It's everything. All this is free. Everything is free, right? I'm no guru. I don't do any mentorships, but I am trying to get out there and get face to face with the people and just show them, hey, I'm here with you. You know, I want you to grow. I want you to succeed. And if you want it bad enough, you can come out here and I'll show you how to do it. Right. So, man, appreciate y'all. Make sure you share my stuff, like I said, and I'll see y'all next time, man.